good little town. They were lost and never found. Fallen leaves, fallen leaves, fallen leaves on the ground.
Okay, here's my review for the highly anticipated game, at least for me, Aliens vs. Predator. Now, I've played the second one, because this is the third one of the series. Even though it doesn't say AVP3, it is the third one, pretty much. And I never played the first one, which was made by Rebellion, just this one was also made by Rebellion. But I did get the pleasure of playing the second one. I remember really liking it in the age when I was like a little younger, and I could rent PC games from my library, which was awesome. And I didn't have much to do back then, didn't really have like obviously no 360 back then, but you know, it wasn't that long ago. It was like 2003, 2004, so it was close to the 360 age, but not really there yet. So really, they were fun. It was a fun game. The second one, I never played the first one. So the second one was made by Monolith, and the first and this one now is made by Rebellion. Now, Rebellion obviously isn't a great company. They made two of the worst games of last year, Shell Shock 2 and Rogue Warrior, but this is a different team doing it. Is it any good? Well, I hope so, but you'll figure out in the review. Okay, now story in the AVP is pretty weak, I would have to say, because all it is pretty much a guy. He's bad. He unleashes something. Predators get mad because he unleashed something, and he's violating their land. So he goes and tries to stop this guy and all the Marines that are violating the land. And while the Predator is doing that, the aliens are just running amok and, you know, doing stuff. And you play as Species 6 when you play as the alien campaign, and he's just like, he was pretty much being used for, I don't know, research or something. And you play as this Predator who you go and stop everybody from, like, touching your ground because you don't like them to do that. You're like, that's my ground. And you play as the Marines also, who are just pretty much trying to survive. So, yeah, I hope I have explained that pretty good. By the way, yes, we have Lance Henriksen in this, but I'll get to that in sound. But overall, the story was kind of bland overall, but you know, I wasn't expecting much. But there was one cool thing: they all kind of interweaved into each other, which was kind of cool. But yeah, anyway, let's go on to the sound. Okay, now the sound overall was actually really good. It definitely took a lot from the Aliens and Predator mythology and put it in here. Like, the aliens sound like aliens. The Predators definitely sound like Predators because they do that thing, you know, like the cricket sound they do when they get close, and the swiping of their their light modes or something, you know, like focus, like heat vision and alien vision, so you could see all the aliens, all the people, and all that stuff. They all make that whoosh, whoosh, like swiping sound, and it's awesome. The laser beams sound awesome when they shoot the laser cannons and stuff. Everything sounds great. The voice acting is really good also, even though Lance Henriksen is the real only main star in here, besides maybe another Marine who's in this. Her name is Tequila in the game. She's probably the second most talkative person in this game, and that's not really saying much. But yeah, overall the sound was actually really good. I actually really was impressed by the sound, just how Rebellion took everything from the mythologies from both of these and just made it fantastic. And they got Bishop back, so that's awesome. If you don't know who Bishop is, it's Lance Henriksen, so shut up. Okay, now the graphics in the game now, this is where it kind of falls apart. Even though I do like the designs of the creatures, though. The Predator and the Alien look like a Predator and Alien. And the Marines, they look all great. You know, the character models overall are fantastic, to be honest. But the environments are kind of drab. The frame rate kind of stutters a little bit. Not much, but that's more like in gameplay, to be honest. But overall, the graphics are just not, you know, terrible, but not that great either. You know, the environments kind of look drab. The textures are very blocky and very weird looking. There's no real glitches or anything besides maybe like from trophy kills. Remember the trophy kills? You know, you could go behind and rip someone's head off. Sometimes there's a couple glitches with that, but overall the graphics overall are not bad, but not great either. They're okay. I didn't think they were as bad as a lot of people were saying. And to be honest, when you're in the Alien and Predator vision, and when it's in the dark, it doesn't really matter anyway. So yeah, it only matters when you're in like jungle in a well-lit environment. So anyway, let's go on to game. Okay, now the gameplay in the game was actually the best part of the game, obviously. The single players, the Predator is probably the most fun of the three single players. The Predator one is more like kind of like Batman Arkham Asylum, you know, the hunter thing where you actually go around and like try to like hide from people and kill them silently. It reminded me a lot of that, and that was my favorite game last year. So I really enjoyed the Predator one. And I love the Marine one also. I didn't finish it yet, but I got like 2 more levels to do for the Marine one. But yeah, I really enjoyed it because it's just pretty scary actually, because you're one Marine. You get a couple of allies during the campaign, but they die really quickly. So yeah, you're pretty much on your own on that one, and it's pretty scary. And I really like the Marine one, second favorite, and the Alien one is probably the shortest of them all. And to be honest, it was kind of clunky, and I liked playing as the Alien, but it was kind of clunky. Mostly because when you actually try to attract like a soldier or something to come over there, a whole bunch of them come over, so you can't really silently kill one without getting your ass raped by another. So, oh, by the way, this is a M-rated review, just like the game is, so you shouldn't be watching this anyway. So if you're a kid, you shouldn't be watching this anyway. Anyway, yeah. The single players I thought were really good. The Alien one kind of weak, but the Marine one and Predator one was really fun. I wish there was co-op for them though. If I don't know if is there co-op? There might be. I don't know. Yeah, I wish there was. If there isn't, anyway, let's go on to the multiplayer, which is the biggest part of the game. I'll just say right now, you're watching gameplay. This is gameplay of the mode called Infestation. My favorite game mode. I'm going to keep coming back to. It's so much fun. It's just pretty much one alien, a bunch of Marines. If an alien kills a Marine, the Marine turns into an alien, keeps going on and on until all the Marines are aliens, or if like one guy's the last man standing and he lasts for 30 seconds. If he lasts for 30 seconds without getting killed, then he wins the game. It's awesome. I really love that mode. Predator Hunt's really fun. Team Species and Team Mixed Species is also great. Deathmatch is okay. It's not as bad as people say it was. I played the demo, but I played it on the best deathmatch map you could play it on, a very small map, to be honest, because it's really frantic when you're playing on a small map, and it's very fun when you're playing on a small map like for Refinery, if you know what it is. By the way, there is 6 maps in this game. I got 2 extra ones just because I got the Hunter Edition, so I got 8 overall. I can't use those 2 until the DLC comes out, but only because no one else has it, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, the multiplayer overall was just great. I never played Domination, and I never played Survivor yet, so overall the game was just so much fun. Now, I didn't talk about much of like the Alien or the Predator gameplay or the Marine gameplay. Marine gameplay is just the FPS, boom, boom, boom. Predator, you have your laser cannon, you have your battle disc, you have your combi stick, which you could throw and blow people up with it. You have your freaking proximity mine, you have your cloak, you got your different visions where you can see aliens and humans. Alien, you could climb on walls, you could go sneak up on people much better than the Predator, to be honest, because they're fast and stuff. You could make a clean getaway, you could just attack people from a distance with your tail. Alien is probably the weakest of them because I'm getting a little disoriented, but it's still easy to get used to it. I'm getting a little disoriented, just a little bit, but it's definitely it's not the easy, I'm sorry. It's definitely easy to get used to, at least for me. So, overall, the game was fun. I don't care what you say. It's not as good as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be amazing. I think it is amazing, just not as amazing as I thought it was going to be. So overall, expect a really high 8 maybe, but don't expect a 9 or something. Maybe a 9, I don't know. Just expect like a high 8. Definitely one of my favorites this year, but not my favorite. Well, it might be my favorite actually, right now, so far. So yeah, I didn't play Mass Effect 2, so I can't really say, I guess. Anyway. Thanks for watching the review. Expect a Pentagon review of this with me, James, and maybe Media Junkie, James Birdie. And yeah, overall, great freaking game. Awesome. Go get it. Thank you and bye. I don't care what our reviewers say. Go get it now. Bye.